Stadium in Santa Clara, California. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
It's North versus South in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers.
Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Number 30, Austin.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
This is 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the ground is Michel. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
23 yards the pickup there. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen.
Herbert's pass.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
2-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own
offense once more. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, they run with Michel. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 65 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to Smith. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got Rome. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A shotgun throw for Stick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Stick to throw once more.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Stick looks to throw it again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
That's good.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. L.A. readies for its next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At the 48-yard line. 2 yards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
That one complete to Prochet.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Warner from the gun. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Warner. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Operating from the gun, Warner. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. James Prochet there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Just take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to...
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
A pickup.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Stick from the gun. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Warner. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Warner. His throw incomplete.
Charlie Warner, the tight end, the intended target.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
On 40 extra point.
That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down, Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now stick. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Just take over 1st and 10 at their own 37.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It'll be Warner on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Warner. That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
Warner's pass.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the deep.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Midfield with a 48-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A 1st down carry for Smith. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The 29-yard line.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Stick looking to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That's good for a 49er.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he stopped immediately there. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Back at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Warner. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Chargers take over 1st and 10.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Austin Eckler.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
22-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd.
Stick looks to throw.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stick back to pass. 1st down and more for Allen. Allen has it, left side. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47, past the 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Justin Hopkins.
In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew Certain situations, type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Richards. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
To Ito Smith.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Stick. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now the throw taken in by Chart. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He'll get this to Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not much there, only a yard. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
From the 6.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
32-yard line.
So the Chargers now down on the scoreboard. A little over 80 ticks to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ito Smith, 68 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under 1 minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Tonight's final score.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't